On February 28, 2023, From Software broke the internet with their announcement of an upcoming expansion for Elden Ring titled Shadow of the Erdtree. The tweet simply stated that it was currently in development and that they hope we look forward to new adventures in the lands between. Aside from the brief message, we were also left with an image of our trusty spectral steed Torrent mounted by an unknown rider. The two traversed a mist-covered wheat field and made their way towards the remnants of the Erdtree, now seemingly infected by Godwyn's death blight. In this video, I will analyze every bit of information available to us in the single image FromSoft provided, unveil the true identity of Torrent's mysterious rider, and also make a prediction of the events to unfold based on in-game lore and previous theories I've developed. Let's begin with the easiest piece of the puzzle. Who was riding Torrent? From afar, it would seem that a young female dressed in a white gown with long blonde braided hair mounted Torrent. However, further scrutiny points to none other than Miquella himself, Malenia's Empyrean twin brother who had been slumbering in his cocoon for an untold period of time. The Sword of Saint Trina's description further confirms how even devout followers were unable to discern if Saint Trina was a coming young boy or girl. Furthermore, the introductory scene provides us with an eerily familiar image of Miquella in a white gown with long braided hair. This bears a striking resemblance to the rider featured in the promotional artwork for the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion. So now that we know who the rider is, let's examine the setting a bit more closely. The field that Miquella is riding through is littered with countless ethereal or ghostly tombstones. Although many would simply assume that these apparitions are appearing because of the Erdtree's inability to consume souls, on account of it being set ablaze, the Haligtree soldier ashes point to a much more reasonable conclusion. The item description reads, "Spirits of common soldiers who carry the sacred light. When weakened, they explode to deliver a last-ditch attack." This was the bitter revelation discovered by the desperate soldiers who awaited the return of their lord to the rotted Haligtree. May the flash of our deaths guide Miquella's return. It's clear that upon the Erdtree's destruction, Miquella was awakened from his slumber and driven to return to the base of the tree, as the conditions for him to usher in his new age had been met. Despite the little-known fact that Miquella was in collusion with Godwyn, as evidenced by relics found at Castle Sol, with great effort and sacrifice, the duo was able to seize the opportunity created by the Tarnished. You may be wondering what conditions I'm referring to, so allow me to indulge you. In order for the new age to begin, the sun's light must be drained. This is of course referring to a phenomenon known as a solar eclipse, where the moon aligns with the sun and blocks its light from reaching the Earth's surface. A regretful ghost at Castle Sol and the legendary Eclipse Hotel allude to the fact that draining the sun's light was a prerequisite to return Godwyn's soul. If you recall, on the night of the Black Knives, Ranni had died in flesh, while Godwyn had died in soul. This explains how his physical form was able to continue thriving as an anomalous creature due to its severed ties from the Erdtree's soul-devouring cycle. His death blight had attempted to infect nearly every budding Erdtree sown throughout the lands between, and was seen eagerly gnawing away at its roots. Now, with the Erdtree in its weakened state, the death blight would overcome the tree and reach the surface. When the Erdtree was burnt to ashes, the sky was eventually covered in a thick blanket of smoke that blotted out the light from the sun. While this wasn't an eclipse in the true sense, it resulted in a similar scenario that allowed the Prince of Death's blight to thrive quite literally in the shadow of the Erdtree, confirming the hidden meaning of the expansion's title. It seems that Miquella is on a quest to return Godwyn's soul and usher in the Age of Slumber, where dreams of a new world dance along the thin line of the Tarnished worst nightmares. And that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to comment Kage down below, and subscribe for more Elden Ring lore and theory videos. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One, signing out. Consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, or check out my Patron for behind-the-scenes content. Join the Inhuman community today.